Despacito.
Big Mama Radio, Florida's favorite radio station. Good morning. You're tuned in right now with the Rise and Grind Morning Show. All right, it's Mother's Day week here on the show, so we are definitely catering to moms. We're talking to hair salon owners and more. But more importantly, joining us right now in the studio, and let me turn this down just a little bit more, Nakisha Camacho. Is that your name?
Yeah.
Did I get it right?
Yes, you got it right.
Girl.
But I go by Shmoney.
Shmoney?
Shmoney. Anything I touch makes money.
All right.
That's
Oh,
the slogan.
wow. I like it. Shmoney. I go by
Yes.
Shmoney. Everything I touch makes money. Are you, now I see you on your Instagram today, you said you called yourself a boss.
I'm a boss babe.
Boss babe.
Boss babe.
So tell me about that. Tell me where that comes from.
So I'm just from young. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 19 years old. Opened up my own business at 23. Now we're one of the hottest hair salons in Southwest Florida. But it doesn't stop there. I made my own hairline product from Head High CBD oil. So it's a beard oil and a hair oil.
Wow.
And I just opened up the first ever barber supply in Southwest Florida, well, Cape Coral, Florida.
I think I just saw that on my
Yeah,
social media.
I mean, everywhere. We went everywhere.
Right. I
What's
just
it
saw
called?
on
The
my
barber
social
plug.
media like
Yeah,
a barber
barber
supply.
plug.
plug.
That's
It's
awesome.
the barbershop
Right.
plug, yes.
Right.
So we moving, and I'm also on my own podcast too, called Parlor Talk.
Wow.
So I'm always dishing and dodging into little things.
That's
you know?
awesome.
Shark Tank says you need 7 incomes. Baby, I'm over there. I'm at 6. I'm
Right.
just turned 32. So
Right. Wow.
we making
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Thank you.
What motivates you to do what you're doing, to have the
Honestly-
multiple streams and constantly work hard? Where do you want to be in life?
Well, I'm a single mother, so I've been
Right.
at my son's 10 years old, and I'll be damned if I ever hit rock bottom the way I'd done before. Went through every term, like anything you can think of, being on drugs and hustling and doing all the good moves. So being a hairstylist was easy having money. It was just like moving what we used to do.
Right.
But I got money every single day, and it gives other entrepreneurs and also young girls, myself, that's single mothers, that grown up in a broken home, that you can still make it. So I am their wife. Somebody has to be somebody, and we have to show it to our new generation.
How long have you owned your nail bit? How long have you hair salon? I'm sorry.
7 years, July 7th. Lucky number 7.
Awesome.
Now let's go
Yes.
back. So 7 years. 7 years. All right. So July 7th will be 7 years. So let's go back. What are we in 2000? Let's go back to 2000. Let's go back to 2015 or something, right
Okay.
before you did this. Tell me
Okay.
about where you were personally at that moment.
Personally, I was just developing who I was. I was only here by Nakisha. So I was working at Red Salon in Fort Myers, a really well-known elite salon.
Absolutely.
Oh,
But I
Santa
was
Barbara, right?
Yeah, no, I was actually on the park right
Okay.
here on Reflections Parkway.
Oh, okay.
And I was a slave, working 9 to 9, barely getting 20-minute breaks, smoking cigarettes to survive, because that's what cuts the appetite. And I was on Section 8 and food stamps, everything you can think of, and how to check in. I felt like I had a probation officer 24/7, knowing every part of my life. And my son's father just got sentenced to 10 years. So it was really hard. But that was the push. I'm like, you know what? My son is not going to be a statistic. God, I can't even say it. Statistic, yeah, that thing. I can't even speak. And something had to change. So I made the momentum. I gave them the thing. I was like, look, I'm your only curly hair specialist. I work with all the Hispanics in the Fort Myers area.
Right.
So I need a little bit more than 32%. And she looked at me and really didn't want to give it to me. So I put my 2-week notice in. And after that, they gave me 50%. And I told them they can suck it. Like, you didn't see my worth at that moment. So I left and I went to Cape Coral and took that little jump, because half of the time, if you move 15, 20 miles, you're going to lose clientele.
Right.
Every one of my clients moved with me and traveled.
So did you go to another salon, or is that when you opened your own?
No, I actually went to Image Salon in
Right.
Fort Myers, and I was there for 3 months, and they laughed at me. I set them down in a meeting like this, and I was like, look, give me about 6 months.
You strike me as a personality that's hard to work with.
No, I'm actually very determined, so I know what I want.
All right, okay.
And I'm so I get the opportunity. Look,
right.
I'll franchise you. I'll take you to where I came from. I'll make an image. And one of the girls person all laughed at. 2 less I had in my savings account, and I opened up a suite at Salonplex. They gave me it's free. 6 weeks, I'll make something shake. And I was there 9 to 11, 9 to 20. My mom helping me with my son. And within a year, I opened up hair artistry. So Who's laughing now?
Right,
Like,
right,
Who's laughing now?
Now you've had your salon for 7 years.
Yes.
What's the name of the place?
Hair Artistry Full Service Salon.
All right,
in
where's that
downtown
located?
Cape, right next to
Down-
Backstreet. So
All
in the
right.
heart of Cape Coral.
Right next to Backstreet.
Right
There's
next.
A lot of stuff going on.
Oh,
over
it's
there.
a lot, but it's such a great bar.
Right. It's a
I
great
love
vibe.
their food and their
Right.
drinks.
And karaoke every damn night.
Every
so
night
every
I gotta
night.
hear them sounding
right.
like dying cats. But I love it.
Right. Oh, hey, there you
I'm like,
go.
oh, there goes the Lauryn Hill. There goes
They
the
got a
Lauryn
good one.
Yeah.
All right, so you said you also own a barber supply shop. What's the name of that?
Yes, that is called The Plug Barbershop Supply. I'm actually in partnership with my boyfriend, Derek Walker.
All right.
And we just opened
Wow.
that up. Grand opening was last Sunday. We had over 120 people there for that grand opening. It was a blessing.
Is
to
it
see.
open 5 days a week? 6
Monday
days
through Saturday?
Monday through Saturday?
Yep, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Do you need to be a licensed barber?
No, you do not.
No.
We do cater. We give discounts to licensed barbers and cosmetologists that ID. But no, we wanted to cater to everybody.
I got to take you to the question about the barber place because I have a real big question. Every time I go to a barbershop, now I don't go anymore because I just shave my own head now. Like, right?
Gotcha.
If I want to get a hair, I want to get my beard trimmed. I want to feel like I'll go get a straight razor on my head or something if I want to feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to feel pampered today.
Hell yeah.
Because you miss that, man. Like,
And a little head wash, neck massage.
Like, I used to have this, what I call a high fade bald, right? Like you couldn't really tell, right?
Just your little
A high fade bald,
blending,
right? A little
some fullness.
some good blending with a good barber. I married my wife. She was like, you got to let that go. I was like, what? She goes, you got to let that hair go, all right? You ain't going to save it. It ain't coming back.
Oh, Lordy.
You can't. So I did, and I'm glad I did. It was one of the greatest things I ever
Look
did.
good with a bald head.
But I miss the barbershop. I do. I miss it. But they used to spray this spray on you that is like a smell that is only for barbershops.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and will you have that available
We do have it available,
right.
and also with the powder, the Clubman powder is the same smell.
Is that the Clubman? Is that what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Is that
the
the smell?
Clubman.
That green one, right?
That green one.
Right.
That's that gas.
That's that
It
stuff,
is.
bro.
I say it all the time. They need to make like a cologne for men when it
Yes.
comes to that. 'Cause
Right.
Smells so fresh.
Even my women, I do like a good blowout, and I'm just slap them on the neck with it. I'm like,
Right.
do you smell it?
Right.
Do you
Because that-
smell it?
you associate that smell with feeling good.
Yes.
When I smell that, I just feel good.
You feel
When I walk out of the
fresh.
barber
I feel
shop, you walk out
fresh.
You're like,
with
I'm
some
that man
swag.
right
And
there.
I'm thinking I need it in a spray bottle, so after I'm setting up a gig and I'm sweating my ass off, I can be,
Yeah.
oh, I
Just
feel
missed
fresh
it.
again. I feel fresh again.
Missed it a
I
little
show up
bit.
there like, you just go get a haircut? Absolutely, I did.
Meanwhile, you got your scruff growing out, you
right.
know?
Yeah, absolutely, I did. All right, so you're on your way. You know,
Yes.
they say the Shark Tank says 7 streams of income.
Yes, sir.
You're on your way to 7. I always say that Warren Buffett always says 6 streams of income leads you to independent wealth, but it has to be 6 residual incomes.
Amen. Yes.
So, do you have anything else going on besides this? I'm just curious because
Yes,
you motivate. You got a lot of things going on out
am.
there.
So
and I like a come up story. I like somebody. You said you've hit rock bottom. We'll talk about that in a minute. I want to talk about those skids.
Definitely.
I want to talk about a couple of those skids in a minute, but I want to make sure we get everything else. Get the business at
Hell
hand,
yeah,
right?
let's get it.
So, what else is there?
So I am well known for hair shows.
Right.
Something that I like to create. My uncle was actually Hair by Carlos, right down the street, brought
Right.
a little bit of memories. And he was known for his hair shows. Crazy hairdresses, outfits. He had midgets walking around and looking like rivers out of all hair. So every year I do a hair show and we donate to a local charity. And we pick different charities. 2 years ago was suicidal prevention and made my uncle's 10-year anniversary from where he committed suicide, actually right across the street from you guys. And I love doing it. So this year I will be at the gala for Ivan Suarez. He does a big hair show. Chico Booms.
Chico Booms.
That's like my big brother, my mentor in this industry. And he's just opened doors. So I'm actually getting sponsored soon by a big well-known hair industry, and from there it's the hair Olympics, baby. I'm trying to take the gold home.
I like it. I like it. I
Yes.
like it. So you're all up in this business.
Yes.
Now you said you also have a product line, right?
Yes, it's called Head High CBD.
Do you have some of
oil.
that with you?
I do not. We sold out
all right.
completely on the grand opening. So I personally make it in Cape Coral. It takes about 2 weeks to formulate. And
Right.
We
it's
need you
made-
to bring us some.
I got you.
Bring us
Right.
some.
Oh, and it's a beard oil because my brother is Felix Camacho, so he's a boxer. So I'm the only
that
girl
is your brother.
Camacho.
Your
yeah.
brother's Felix Camacho?
Yeah, my uncle is Hector Macho Camacho.
Triple N does his videos.
Get out of here.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's my baby. God bless him.
Wow.
And I'm the only girl Camacho, so I wanted something that would help my brother at the same time. So every time we sell a CBD oil, 15% of it goes to his income for him to be a professional boxer, which he goes pro next month. Next year. Yeah, so I'm very family oriented. So a lot of people are doing stuff to be seen. I'm really not. I do stuff for the family on the side. I'm trying to have some chickens and goats, a little Puerto Rico and Punta Gorda somewhere.
Right, me too. Just for the record, if my wife says you're going to make it happen, I was like, what, my dream? I was like, what's your dream? I don't even know. What are you talking about? And she'll be like, I want a farm. I want to live out like in Buckingham or somewhere.
I live off McGregor. I mean, we actually just got a chicken coop. We're working on putting it together. But where I live, you can have 4 chickens. So I'm like,
I can have 4 chickens where I live too. I'm not doing it. And I'm not. Yeah, I'm an unincorporated because I'm an unincorporated because I'm in a neighborhood. All right. Like I'm in a neighborhood. Like I can look at my backyard and see neighbors like that. No,
I have the.
I can have a big old rooster out there crowing every day.
You can't have a rooster. They're gonna wake them up at 5 in the morning.
Well, don't you need a rooster to have
the hens have chickens by themselves.
Right. Oh, I thought you needed a rooster to make that happen.
That's only if you want them to have babies.
Oh no, I had a baby
I don't want that either. I don't want that either.
I want eggs though.
I want eggs too.
That's what I want.
Well, shit, with the prices nowadays, I need to make my own eggs.
I got 3 dozen eggs. You grab one on your way out tonight.
Hey, that's another stream of income. Selling some eggs on the side.
Right.
No, I had a baby goat that I bought for $100 at the the flea market in Fort Myers. City of Cape Coral called me real quick, and it was an Airbnb person that called on me. I was like, damn it, the baby goat was like a dog. It was like a little pit bull running after me everywhere.
I wonder if I can have a baby goat in unincorporated Lee County. Can I have
for
$100?
$100 a baby
I need a goat, man.
I want
Hey, Big Mama Radio needs a goat. Damn, I need a goat, bro.
You know why I want to go? Because I've seen the videos of you scaring them and falling over.
That's what I said. Yes, they're called fading goats, and that's what I want.
Did you get a faded goat?
No, I got a regular goat. That's all he had. That's all he had. So, bears can't be choosers.
Your goat is faded right now, man.
So your goat had all his emotions in check.
All emotions, but it was so raw. The only thing is they poop pebbles everywhere, so you constantly have to scare them, and they're just shitting on themselves all the time.
Wow. So have you ever done goat yoga?
No, they do it in a Immokalee, and every time I want to do it, I am working. I
think
work
they do it
so
in Lehigh
much.
too, somewhere in Lehigh.
And I think out in
Lehigh.
Bokeelia too. They have one.
Yeah, I want to do it so bad. Imagine, but who's gonna wake up at 5 in the morning? Like,
so it's
that's a
crazy to me.
struggle
Now I don't catch you as somebody who wants chicken and goats in a little farm out in Punta Gorda.
Everybody says that.
Right. Like you're like I started salon. I started my own hair products. I got this. No, you're not. You're not like, well, I'm going to the auction and buying a pig to put in my freezer next week.
Hell yeah, I'm a country girl at heart. I was born in Puerto Rico and raised out here. But man, I lived in east side of Fort Myers for a while by Tice, and I used to buy chickens for $5. My mom would give me money for snacks, but I was buying it from Corey for $5 with a whole.
That's awesome.
with a whole cage. So I've always wanted chickens and goats and farms. That's just my life.
Yeah.
You took a chicken home in a cage?
I damn sure did.
When we were how old?
I was probably like 10 years. My son's age, 10, 11 years old.
You brought a chicken home.
I put it in the back of my yard, and he gave me a cage for $5. You couldn't beat it. It was a baby hen with a chicken.
Funny.
And God, that chicken was my best friend. We ran out in front. We had a little bit of a yard out there. Probably it was the biggest house.
Cool with it?
My mom just didn't know what to do with me. I was bringing home cats, iguanas, anything you can think of. I was a little veterinarian at home.
Right.
That's funny.
What's that little cartoon girl? What's that little cartoon girl that's a veterinarian? What's her name? Come on, somebody text in and tell me.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
come on.
She has dark hair. I know who you're talking about.
Right. She's a Disney character. No, she's not a Disney because she's at Universal, I think. I don't know. Somebody will text me and tell me. Somebody will tell me exactly what it is.
So
muffins or something.
Your hair, the CBD is. Do you have it for women too, or is it
I
just
do.
men?
It's a beard oil and a hair oil. So the reason why it's so versatile is because it took me 4 years to formulate this oil, and I wanted something. I work with curly hair. I'm like a well-known curly hair specialist.
You need a bald man oil.
And
you need oil
man,
for a bald
it stimulates the scalp, so it helps with hair growth. So
Right.
it's made with 100% bastu oil, so it evaporates into the second layer. Well, it helps with fine texture that they can also use it. But bastu, because it's so nurturates. It nurturates. I can't even talk today. It gives you the nutrients of vitamin C, vitamin K.
Let me go reverse on it. Hey, we ain't going to say nutritious or nothing. We're going to say it gives you nutrients, all right?
Nutrients. But it's also mixed with CBD. So CBD, people think, oh, I'm going to get zooted, high, it relaxes my muscles. But what it does gives you omega fats 5 and 6. So it helps with the elasticity of your hair, so the strongness. A lot of people worry about their scalp. The scalp is everything, but once you get to mid-trans ends, we forget about that. So that's where you're getting your shedding. You're looking raggedy and look almost like a broomstick. So you need something to control that frizz. But it also has tea tree oil, so it helps with scalp irritation. It has grapeseed oil that's a natural UV protectant. So I was really big on having one thing that will work for everything. Instead of buying 5 or 6 bottles, we know buying all these hair products are expensive as hell. So if I can have one, we make it shake.
Oh, and it's so easy to get sucked into all
I want you to create a bald man oil that doesn't stimulate hair growth because bald men don't want their hair to grow. So we need one that doesn't stimulate it.
I'm put some hair in it then.
Like, I'm just
Call it
being
a day.
honest, because like when you like now I'm sitting here feeling the back like, damn, I think I missed a spot back here. I gotta go hit that later on.
Oh, see, that's why you gotta
Because-
come to the plug
right,
then. We
right.
got the shaver for you. The foil shaver, you hit it, and it's like you shave freshly every day with no irritation to the
Get outta
skin.
here.
Oh, yeah, baby, I got you. You gotta come see me.
I am. I'm damn sure I am.
Hell
Because you know
yeah.
what's funny is I used to have Dr. Dollar in the studio, and I would be like, dude, what do you use on your head to make it so perfectly smooth? Well, Big Mama, I have to let you know I use two different electric razors. So I got like 17 of them, and I used like 4 of them at a time. Like, so
Something gonna work.
right, something's gonna work. I've bought so many. So you're telling me that there's a product that you sell that a barber uses that'll make it.
Completely. It's like you freshly shaved every morning. And I have barbers that sit with it in their car before they go in and just shave themselves. Put a little oil on it, give you that perfect shine, and you're ready to go.
Really, how much
Yeah.
does this device
So
cost
that
me?
is, they run between 56 to 75, depending on which type you're getting.
That's not even
But
bad.
No, it's not.
bad.
It's really
you see me
not.
relief? I was like,
Yeah.
I was just totally expecting
she was gonna-
189.
No,
Like,
no.
oh, you can get them professional barber clippers. They $1,400. We can get them for you right
I need that
now.
recurring income plus a
Because
$99
I go
monthly
see one of my
ad fee.
barber
little
friends. What up,
interest.
Yoshi? I go see one of my barber. He got like gold clippers. I'm like, how much them cost?
Like 250.
Right. That
But
ain't
those
no
are
joke.
trimmers and stuff. Those are my
Right,
favorite too from
right.
Babyliss. But no, the foil shavers will be your best friend. Barbers are gonna hate me for that because that's why y'all come to see them.
Right,
But if you get a
right.
freshly beard trim, shave, just hit it one time, you're good.
Does it work for your face too?
It does work for your face, and it
Wow.
doesn't give no irritation to your face. So you know how you get them red bumps or any type of ingrown hairs. It prevents that a lot for it. And you just replace the
Oh.
little shaver on top.
Can I
every
use it
3
on my
months.
booty? I'm just asking
You
for
sure
a friend.
can.
I'm just
Spread them butt
asking.
cheeks real quick.
Can we use it on the nether region? I want to know.
You're
you
good.
know?
No nipping.
I want a
You won't
man
be
Right.
nipping.
I actually,
So you can-
I'm not trying to knock on her store or nothing, but you know what's funny is my wife got me this Manscaped package one time. I gotta tell you, they got a clipper in there perfect for manscaping. I mean, I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. Like, it's hard, works in the shower too, and I'm important for that.
Oh, there you go.
So
there you go.
I don't want to get into it or nothing. But I don't know why you just brought that up. Made me feel uncomfortable that you brought that up. All right, so if you're just tuning in right now, we are on with Nakisha Camacho, who we found out is related to all the boxers.
Yes, Hector Camacho.
Is your uncle, right?
That was my baby. That's my baby.
Right, and
My dad is the only brother. So my dad's Felix Camacho Sr.
All right.
And my brother is Felix Camacho Showtime Jr.
all right.
He's actually going for Golden Gloves in next month, June. So
Right. Does he live here locally?
yes, he is in Cape Coral, Florida. He's
Right.
one
Get
of
him in
he's
for
a
an
great
interview.
barber.
Yeah, I want him
And,
in.
Yeah, he's
I want him in.
amazing. He works with
He's
the
a
kids.
barber too?
Yeah, one of the flyest.
Really?
And I can't say the flyest because my boyfriend's a barber too,
Right,
so you're
right.
not gonna keep a good medium.
Right,
Can
right.
we get him to give me a haircut while doing an
Hell
interview?
yeah.
No.
Do
I want a free
it.
haircut, dude.
I
Come
know,
on, now
right.
don't do that.
He's
Don't
like,
do
let him
that.
live. Let him
Don't
live.
do that.
It was
Yeah, let
kind of
me live.
weird when we brought in the car dealer and you asked for a car, bro. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it was weird.
Can
All
you
right,
sell
I'm
me a
just
car
saying.
while doing an interview?
Closed mouths do not get fed.
Right. Hey! Right, if you're not asking, you're missing out on that, man.
Exactly.
That's
So
the
let
true
me
deal,
live,
man.
bro. Let me
That's the
live.
true-
Just because
All
you
right.
don't have hair.
All right, well, you're not far from me one day, man. Just so
Oh,
you know,
don't be
man.
hurtful, bro.
That's
Don't be
the way it
hurtful.
happens,
Oh,
man.
you could be nice. You don't have to be hurtful.
All right, no, I'm just kidding.
The
I'm just
hairline
kidding.
looks strong.
So you, right? That's definitely what I don't have. So if I let it grow out, you'd be like, shave it again, Biggs. Yeah, you're supposed to be bald. Don't ever grow
Because
that
your
out
hairline's
again.
all the way back here. You know,
Right.
you don't have dreams.
I got
you
Bruce
movies.
Willis. I'm rocking the Bruce Willis style, like from his early times. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, they always said a bald man has the most confidence in the world because you have nothing to hide behind. So
Right.
if you're bald, I'll be real with you. Women love bald men. Like,
Don't say
love
that.
it. They
You know,
do. They
He's
do.
about
But
to
you
shave
gotta
his
have a
head.
beard or a mustache, and not one of those weird like predator mustaches. You need the whole goatee and stuff to go
yeah,
with it.
I know I look real good. So hold on. So I want to talk. Let's go back. All right. So you were on, right before you got your salon, you were starting your business. You were on Section A. You had Section A. You were on food stamps. You had the whole deal.
The whole works.
So tell me about the lowest moment of your life and where you were at that moment.
The lowest moment, and I'm very open about that. My mom's always like, Keisha, you talk too much. Like, you talk way too much. But I feel like everybody needs to know that.
That no
part
matter
of
how
your chill.
hard, look, I agree 100%. No matter how much, no matter how hard you'll hit the bottom, as long as you know you can pull up, or as long
Amen.
as you believe you can pull up, then that plane can skip off the ground. You can hit rock bottom for a minute. As long as you don't get to rock bottom and be like, well, I kind of like it down here.
Amen. That part, unless you don't get comfortable.
Right.
The moment you get comfortable, it's a wrap for you.
I agree 100%. Tell me about the moment.
The hardest time was I was on Section 8 and I was living on Pondella, and my son's father became he was Cuban, so cocaine and perico is something normal to them.
Right.
Well, he got mixed in with, oh my God, with heroin and crystal meth and a lot of mixture. And little by little, I was getting behind on bills and I was barely paying anything. So to get behind on Section 8, God, you going through something.
Right.
And come to find out, he was hiding drugs in my house. And I lost my Section 8 at that moment because of him, I was losing my family. And because of that reason, I started going into drugs and really just following the same footsteps of the Camacho family. And my mom's the complete opposite. My mom's a supervisor for probation, and she's never drunk, she never smoked. She wasn't that mom to go to the clubs. She was a mom. And I started lingering to that. And we started doing a lot of stealing and making money, trying to get back on track. And I got 4 years probation. I actually took a whole bunch of first-degree felonies from my son's father because you're stupid in love. You want to play that Bonnie and Clyde shit. But a real man will never let you take a charge for them, ever.
Right.
And that's just
Big
some street
facts.
shit.
Big
They
facts.
will do that, L, while you stay home and you raise that kid.
Take care of the kids.
But no, he wasn't that. You take it, babe. You're the only one. You ain't got no priors. You're going to get
crazy.
probation, a slap on the hand. So my dumb ass took that. I got almost 4 years state probation while I was in hair school. So I was losing everything. And he got sent to prison, 10 years, 5 in, 5 out. And that was the best thing that God's ever done for me. Because if it wasn't for him gone, I would have kept on. Because my mom is a hustler, but she's been with my dad 35 years. 22 out of that, my dad's been in prison. And she's never been with another man. They're still married to this day. Well, not legally married, but in Puerto Rico life, 4 years, you're married to that man. And she's always held it down. So to me, that was somebody I looked up to. I'm supposed to hold it down.
Is he out yet?
No, he actually gets out in 2 years, a year and a half
Right
after
on.
the 15-year bid. And that's why that's why I open up the businesses, because when you come out of prison, people don't talk about that. They don't really help you.
At all.
Now you're a felon. Now how can you get a real job? People are never going to look at you the same. You're a black and white paper. So what I did do is create my business. So when he gets out, he has something to go to. My brother has a trainer now personally, so he can work his regular 9 to 5. I can pay him on the side. Now the money's coming right back into the circle of family, and he's still doing what he loves, which the only thing my father knows is boxing. That's what they grew up in New York. So you give them something comfortable. But that was my rock bottom, and thank God for my mentor. It was Michael, we call him Mac Daddy, and he was my teacher at the time, and he actually kicked me out of hair school for a month. Because I was on that shit. I was coming in late. I didn't care about nobody. It was bipolar, loud, Puerto Rican. And I really had that demeanor that I wasn't able to be worked with nobody. And he looked at me and goes, you know what, get the fuck out of my shop. You got 30 days. You figure out what you really want, but you're not going to drain everybody down with you. In them 30 days, I violated probation. My mom started being a mom to my son. She was like, you need to get your shit together. And it was like a rude awakening, like, damn, Keisha, like, you worked this hard to get here, and you're back down to ground zero again.
Right.
So I went back to school after that month, and I became the #1 in the school, won my first hair competition. That's where I met Ivan Suarez. And I took him out, and I was like, yo, I want to be you when I grow up. What can I do? And he made me sit there with a little book at a restaurant, and I wrote down everything that man said. And a lot of it had nothing to do with hair. He's like, you need to stop smoking, stop hanging out with the people you're around, worry about your demeanor, go work out, eat healthy. And it was just basic life stuff. But I listened to that and I checked it off.
Right, because he's exactly right. If you change, it's a lifestyle change. You know,
Amen, yes.
people ask me what diet I took when I lost my weight. I didn't take a diet. I changed my lifestyle.
Yes.
You know, I put alcohol on hold. I started intermittent fasting, watch what I put in my body. And I love a story of a comeback. I love a story, you know. I saw legitimately something this morning. It was like, just so you know, I was living my happiest moments in my life, and due to an incident, I started living the lowest moments of my life. So, yeah, the comeback is personal to me.
Exactly.
And it is, and that's personal to me as well. I feel the same way. Like, this comeback, doing this radio show, doing this channel, bringing this back up, this is personal to me. Like, I want to prove to everybody that I have great
co-host.
Great co-host. That's the word. Thank you for that. That is exactly the word I was looking for there. Thank you, man.
I saw the emotion.
Right.
I knew it.
I was trying to figure out how to say it and feel good
How
about
do you
it.
say that word in English?
Right.
Co-host.
By the way, the post that my wife wrote about you guys, was that a good post on my social media? Whether she wrote this, I didn't read it. I told her
Did
to write
she?
something nice about you guys.
Look
Just
at that.
kidding. I
didn't
wrote
write
that.
that?
I wrote it. I wrote it. I
What was
wrote
it?
it. I
The
wrote
post you did Friday.
Right. I
Was
wrote
it you?
Yeah, I wrote it. I wrote it.
You were nice.
He
I feel
loves
like you talked a little bit
you.
too much about Gibby, but other than that, dead on, bro. Dead on.
Right.
You said like 3 words. I'm like, why 3?
Right. I don't even know what you're saying again. You're confusing me again. I don't want to get back into you.
Squirrel.
Right. You're squirreling me again. Nakisha, well, I want to thank you for coming in. You brought some things, too. What did you
I
bring
sure
today?
did.
Tell us what you brought today.
Oh, I brought a lot of goodies for you guys to
All
be
right,
giving
come on,
away.
come on,
So
bring-
the first one is with the plug. I gave a whole bunch of goodies for the men.
Let me see it. Let me see what you
just
brought.
chill.
You brought it.
So she's brought a bunch of awesome
Like, she
stuff.
just wants-
Let me roll
Also,
back
I'm
over
gonna be
here.
honest with you. She's probably like the second biggest gifts.
Ooh,
Right,
I
right.
told you what
Cake cuts.
Shmoney does, so we do
Yeah.
it big.
I- The one that
Shmoney.
Casey just won. Holy
Yeah, look, you
crap.
can show it on the camera.
So-
Your green hair reminds me of Shmoney, but it also reminds me of the Joker, so I dig it both ways.
Hey,
So
there you go.
There you go.
You get what you get from
Right,
June, right?
right.
So you have a level 3 razor holder for the men
Oh, I needed a level 3
Look
rate.
at
I
that.
only have a level 2, so
with the actual double razor blades.
Wow.
I might have a
You
level
also
1.
have a mist bottle, so you can spray your little the little blue stuff, the club man you like, and smell good.
Right, I thought it was green. Now you called it blue. Now I'm
I mean,
stressed.
green.
I'm gonna go buy
Look
the
at
wrong
me, look
stuff
at
now
me.
because
This
of
is
you,
the
Nakisha.
gift box for the men, right?
Yeah, this is
Right.
the gift box for the
We're
men.
actually giving this away with Triple M.
Oh,
Right.
When Triple M's our guest, this
Right.
gift box. is
And
gonna
then we
be
have
given away.
Roller Products, which is one of the biggest lines in the hair industry right now. You get a lot of good stuff from them, from shaving colognes. That's what
Right.
you're talking
Oh,
about. Different
aftershave
shaving, aftershave
tonic.
colognes. You have products. You have molding sprays. You also have a Clubman Nick. So if you cut yourself, that
Wow.
instantly stops the cutting. You have a brush.
I need that just for my head. I need that in my car just
A
when I
plug
bump my
t-shirt.
head.
I
Right.
wish I had a
For
beard
Jeffrey.
right
Let me see the
now.
t-shirt. I want to see the t-shirt.
Yes.
Holy
The
cow.
what?
I want to see the t-shirt.
The t-shirt, go ahead.
right,
And
let's see.
I had my team, EX3 Network, they do all my t-shirts, and that was a
Big
little.
shouts to IC.
Yeah, big shouts to
Enya.
IC and yes, Enya Phoenix. We're
Yeah,
on
she's
the
on-
podcast.
She's on there right now. Parlor Talk, of course.
So this is all for just the men's. So
Man,
just
I wish
little-
I was a man
good-
right now.
You can be.
I'm just kidding.
It's
You want
2023.
It's 2023. It's cool now if you want to do it. It's all right. All right.
And then I also have a
Right.
$100 gift certificate for hair artistry, which is with
Right.
me. I am booked out 3 months, y'all. But whoever wins this will automatically get an ASAP appointment, so you don't have to wait
Right.
3 months
Right.
like
She is
everybody else.
including that.
Right.
It is an
And that
ASAP.
Just 45
included.
days. No, just 45 days.
Yeah.
Not 3 months. Just 45 days.
And that $100 gift certificate, we're giving it away tomorrow with Detroit Pizza.
Oh,
Oh, right on.
pizza.
Right,
That is
right.
we're giving it. It's going to be an awesome show tomorrow as well.
That's what I'm
So-
talking about. And then, of course,
$100
I guess the
gift
last
card.
person just won the
Yeah.
JRL
Right.
iron,
gosh,
which is one of the best irons in the hair industry
I need to
right
see
now.
that iron real quick. Now,
Yeah, that
Oh,
looks
and
awesome.
it's bougie.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
super bougie. I use that
What was
iron
your- what was
behind
what
the
was
chair.
name?
Which one?
The ones that won the prize. That's for the girls, right?
Yeah.
Cassie.
Yeah, that's for the girls.
Hey,
Casey
Ca-
won this.
Casey.
It's
Shmoney
what do you-
Curl
what do
water
you call-
bottle.
Yeah, like a water
No,
bottle.
they
Oh,
won
wait.
this one.
Let
They
me
won
see that
the
water
iron.
bottle. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Let me see that. Let
Some
me see
Wave
that.
Maker by Diva Curl.
No,
You got
they
a
won-
couple
I like
of
it.
Diva
I
Curl
like it.
products
Is that
in
all
there.
with this?
Yep, that's all with
Oh,
that.
that's the gift. Oh, that's the whole female
That's
gift.
the whole female
You know,
gift.
I
This is
know
Casey's.
somebody who makes these bottles
Yeah.
and can print directly on the bottle.
Oh, that's what I need.
He's sitting right across from you.
Stop
Where
it.
is it?
Where is it?
My son stole it.
No way.
Right.
Look at that.
Right.
Yeah,
My
we
son
actually,
stole
we
it.
actually
Right.
print.
Right.
Yeah, because
right.
we used to do this. So this is vinyl.
Yes.
We actually
Right.
print on the whole entire
Oh,
bottle.
that's what I need. Laser.
Yeah,
Right.
we do the whole
Yes.
entire
Laser.
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 freaking sharks with.
I would
freaking
laser hair
lasers.
removal my head if I wasn't a ginger.
You know what I would do?
I'm not allowed to
I
do
would-
it. Gingers,
I
it
would-
doesn't work for gingers.
Why? Because of the skin?
Right, because of the pigment of your skin or something of your hair. Like, it doesn't work for gingers and it doesn't work for blondes.
Oh, just use Nair. Old school
Right.
Nair.
I would
No
love
way.
to permanently.
I can't stand the
do-
smell of that
Oh, it
stuff.
stinks. You would
It's the
think
worst smell ever, man.
After so many years, it
Right.
wouldn't linger the
We
way
had a guy
it
in the
does.
military that we didn't like in our unit, and we put it in his shampoo for
Oh my
real.
god, that's
Stop
awful.
it. I
Right.
watched that on a movie.
He was a pretty boy. He was like the pretty
Oh
boy in
my
the unit.
Oh,
so
y'all are going to hell.
they took
That
the-
was horrible.
Right. I didn't
First class
actually.
trip.
I didn't do it, but I knew about it, so it makes me just as guilty.
Oh, no.
Right.
I would love to do something like that where I can have my hairline just completely shaped up all the time.
Well, you can definitely. That's
I
laser.
would love
That's
that.
what
yeah.
laser hair removal. You can get that
You
done.
can do
with.
it. You're
Right.
Hispanic.
Right.
Okay,
We
how
got
about
dark
we
hair.
bring in the Nair tomorrow and I'll just line it up for you.
There you go.
with the-
Sculpture it.
I'll do nair on my
Right.
feet.
Right.
On your feet.
Yeah, on my, or on
Oh,
my-
he got gremlin feet, y'all.
I do. See?
She said you got gremlin feet. She been in the pool with you and like put your shoes back on, man.
Yeah, she made me get in the pool with
Are your
shoes.
toes throwing up
She was
gang
like-
signs?
Right.
That's how my brother's toes are. Like,
Right.
two are bigger than the other. I'm like, ew, nasty.
I like it. Well, it's been great having you here on the show.
Yes,
I
I
really do
appreciate
appreciate
y'all.
you coming in and bringing in all the gifts and giving everybody a chance to be a part of the show. it's definitely great to me. I'm trying to get something on here. So
No, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Shout out your social medias.
Right.
Where
So
they
yes,
find you.
follow me on all social media: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. It's Shmoney, SHH Money Curl. You can find me at Hair Artistry all day, Tuesday through Fridays. I am there from 9
all
in the
day
morning.
Tuesday through Friday.
Tuesday through Friday. I
Listen
think
to
I earned
this.
enough to have the
Listen
weekends
to
off.
this.
You know,
Tuesday through Friday.
Tuesday through Friday.
She's like, and Friday is by appointment only, and I'm gone by noon. All right.
Oh, that's
just so
my
you know.
longest day. I'm there 9 to 9.
Right.
But Hair Artistry, full service salon in downtown Cape Coral, and also at the Plug. You'll see me on Saturdays now,
Right.
and that's
'Cause
right
you-
next door to my hair
Because
salon.
her boyfriend was like, you got to work too, all right?
That
You
part.
You ain't getting no
He's like,
weekend
I'm
off.
working Saturday cutting hair. You working in the Plug on Saturdays.
Right.
Slaving
so there
me.
you go. Well, then I have to go in on a Saturday so I can find out exactly what I need.
Yes.
I want to go get that razor today as soon as I'm done
Bring
here
that
with the show.
butt. We're open till 4 o'clock today.
Where's that at?
Is downtown Cape.
Right next-
right next to my hair
Backstreets.
salon.
Right.
next to Backstreets. 909 Southeast 47
Did the
Terrace.
landlord give you a discount since you got
He
2 units?
should, because I'm trying to take over that whole
He
plaza
didn't
at this
give you
point.
right. Just buy the plaza
Just
at
buy
this
the whole
point,
thing.
right? Like he didn't give you a discount taking a second unit.
No, man, he didn't
That's
do nothing
ruthless. That's
for me.
ruthless.
All
That's
he
just
did was move
ruthless.
the mailbox that I bitched at him about for months. I'm like,
right.
move it. I need
Right.
pictures.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show again. It's always a pleasure to have somebody on that has a great story. That it's fun. It's fun.
Thank you.
You
I
got a
appreciate
podcast
that.
too. What's the
Yes,
podcast
I
called?
do. So every Monday we actually record. On Fridays we drop it. It's called Parlor Talk. Find us on YouTube. Follow us, like us, subscribe, share, and we bring different entrepreneurs on there too. We like to give them the voice, and we're here to help one another out.
Right,
We are
that's
small
the game,
businesses, and
right.
if we're not helping small businesses, we're drowning behind franchises. So let's make a
Absolutely.
move. And
Wow.
if you want to be on the show, holla at me. Let's
That's
bring
awesome.
I
you
want to
on.
be on the show.
Yeah, me too.
Come on.
Right, I want to be on the show.
Bring that butt.
Right.
And, well, even use the
I-
shaver
what-
on you
right,
live.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
right.
we can do a whole review on it.
How are you taking
Right.
my idea?
Look at you.
That
See,
was my
closed
idea.
mouths don't get fed.
Right,
He
right.
asked
Down
about
for my
Parlor
idea.
Talk.
Why
Right.
you?
I don't remember it being your idea. Sorry.
It totally was. I said.
I don't remember
"You
that.
cut my
Do you
hair."
have it on tape or something, or somewhere?
Look
somewhere?
at you. You got him
Oh,
so
crap,
sad.
we forgot
Poor
to record
thing.
this.
Right. Well, and now he's gonna be like, I never get anything.
I grew up poor.
You know what's gonna happen is we're gonna find out one day he did not
People are
grow
gonna
up
start
poor.
sending things
all.
to the,
He, like,
to the office.
he grew up in
for
like
him.
a
They feel
5-star
bad.
house.
Speaking of that,
Oh,
they
right!
did.
What a great time!
Oh,
Right.
great
We almost ran out of
Look
time.
at
We're
you,
here in the
got a
last
gift
10
for
minutes of the show.
real.
forgot. We got our first gift to the radio station.
How about Amazon shows up for the first time ever
And
to
he
my
called-
studios?
It's probably. I'm starting to have my packages delivered here now, so my boyfriend doesn't get mad at me. So
Right.
it's probably
He's like,
mine.
no more hiding
I'm
it.
just
Right,
kidding.
right.
So we're gonna open this live now that the
Look at it.
And
All right.
so we didn't know. So I got a message.
No, let me really tell the
Hold on,
story.
read the-
So,
read the
well,
name,
hold
read
on. Let
the
me tell you the
name.
story.
Read the
So
name.
I was coming in. I was here working one day, and I saw that Amazon came and dropped a package off, and I go and get it, and I pick it up, and it says Charlie Carlos Lopez, and I
Oh,
felt
the
it,
professional
and
name.
it felt kind of heavy.
Do you know? Wait,
and
first, do you know where the
it's,
Carlos
it's
came
brick
from?
No.
shaped.
It's
Hold
not
on, I'm
professional.
telling a story. Shut up and don't interrupt me. All right. So it was kind of brick shaped, and it came to him, and I was like, "Bro, don't have your drugs delivered to our offices."
Say, tell the cartel we are not taking
Right.
anything.
We do not want this. Send it back. I don't know whose this is. All right. Then I smelled it, and I was like, "Oh, it's got a very strong." Like pine smell to it. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so go ahead, open it up, and then let's find
see
out
this.
what this
Let's
is.
see the
All right,
goodies.
so I'm gonna open this up. I can tell you already. I know who it's from. It's from Kate, from Kate's Cuts, which is one of our
Oh my God.
One of our guests.
most memorable.
I can only
guests so far.
imagine what
So
this might
he's showing this now in front of you because now when you leave,
He wants me to send him a gift.
Right,
I already
right,
got it. I
right.
read through the lines, you know?
right,
I
right.
mean, you don't have to. I mean, all the good guests do, but you don't have to.
Don't make me feel bad.
No, I'm just
You know
saying, no
what?
pressure. No, you know,
I'll make sure
all the great ghosts or guests do, but whatever. You know.
What is
All right, what is this?
It is a cell phone and a tablet
Ooh.
stand, courtesy
Oh.
of Kate's Cuts and their whole entire team over there. So they saw me putting my phone right here, and we didn't have the tripod or whatever. I just put it right here, and literally they left, and that like 2 hours later, they're
Wow.
like, "Hey, we sent you something to the shop."
Oh, that's cool.
And the thing is,
Oh,
my
that's
first
awesome.
initial reaction was like, don't send drugs because they're gonna fire me off the station. And then I'm like, what is
Wow.
this stuff? And this is nice.
It's almost like a photo booth holder, like
Yeah,
it's
like,
like
yeah,
like
That is super
legitimately,
nice. Can
like
you not open up my gifts?
right.
Oh, so I'm going to have to top a $200 gift.
Hey,
I
it's
know.
just-
Oh,
No.
Lord. Oh,
To be
Lord.
honest with you, it was like a $350 gift.
Oh, look at that. He's like, just so you know, tight the prices.
man,
I'm just saying.
Well, I hate to break this to you, but all packages delivered to Big Mama Radio Studios are properties of Big Mama Radio Studios.
This is for Big Mama. And I will say, I will absolutely everything. And we do take free gifts and we do take bribes.
Right.
Yes,
This is our radio station. We got no damn owners. Right. We do whatever we want. Right.
I'm a whole
Right. I know that already. Look, you know something real quick. You're listening, man. I got to tell you, this is how you know this dude knows people. He came into me on the third day. He goes, I booked guests for the next 35 days.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I booked guests already. We're good to go. Prizes, I got it all lined up. And I was like, well, who? He's like, a bunch of people I know. And I'm looking online, and I'm like, I don't know any of these people. But they all, here's the deal.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I want to say, and I think it's important that everyone knows, including you, Nakisha, when he brings me guests, I was like, just don't bring me somebody who's going to come on and plug their stuff. Like anybody can come on and say, hey, go to my hair salon. It's the greatest one ever. But so far, and knock on wood, it stays this way. All right, he's brought in quality guests that have come in. They have a story. And, somebody that had a come up, somebody that had maybe a bounce. The reason I always tell the story, why I left terrestrial radio or FM or whatever you want to, the normal, I don't know what everyone calls it. But the reason I did come do my own thing is it was scary. Like, it was one of the scariest things ever.
It is.
Like, when other radio companies come up to you and they're like, well, we'll give you a job and you could do this, this, and this. And you sit there and you think, you're like, well, I don't want to do that, that, and that. I want to do what I want to do.
It kind of takes your why away from why you're doing this.
Right.
They put in a box too much.
Right. And the box was bothering me. I didn't like the fact that my creative freedom was being eliminated day by day by day by day. I'm like, I can do this on my own, right?
Hell yeah.
I can do this absolutely on my own.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I think everyone needs to know that, no matter what your skill set is. And I don't even care what your skill set is. Tell me that you're making French fries. I'll tell you can go on a food truck.
And be a chef,
right?
yes.
Right. I'll tell you right now. Tell me you're working at the front desk of a 7-Eleven and you're a cashier at 7-Eleven. I'll tell you that you could own your own finance company. Like, there's anything that you can do in your life, man. I'm telling you, there's nothing that you can't do. Find the skill you find passion in and do it for yourself. And I know there's companies out there like, whoa, man, I can't believe we're going to lose employees by you telling me that.
It is what it is, though.
Listen, if you treat your employees great, I saw a fast food restaurant owner, and it's changed the way I run my companies. But he said, my customers don't come first. I know the biggest will tell you that customer comes first, always. No, my employees come first, because if I treat them like gold, they'll treat my employees like gold automatically.
It's your heart to the business.
Right.
I'm a mentor speaker for the youth, and I tell my kids, I'm like, whatever you do as a hobby, make that into a career. You never work a day in your life. And they're like, but how? I'm like, it only takes a couple steps, and that's having faith into you. You can't make a double you.
And just like Steve Harvey says, when you make that leap and you make that jump, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go Google Steve Harvey jump today. Take the time to go look it up. And Steve Harvey will tell you when you make that jump, you're going to hit a couple of walls. You're going to come down. You're going to hit some things. But the good news is, before you hit the bottom, God will be there to pick you back up and put you back on path. And I think that's what I took that faith in myself. I'm still scared every day. I won't lie. We were thin. We were getting thin. Like you start building other things. You know this. You start building other things. You start like, well, hold up. Did I overextend myself? Did I
bite more than I can chew?
Right. And you get into that moment, and then all of a sudden it just comes back around
because
for you.
Because God doesn't give you anything that you can't handle.
Right.
And He's going to put you through trial and tribulation to see if you really going to thug it out. And then that biggest blessing comes when you hit the most rock bottom, because you made it through that little curve in life.
Right.
And that's what I speak highly on to my son and with sports, my brother with boxing. You have to be the change you want to see in this world, and that's one of my favorite quotes from Gandhi. So be the change you want to see in the world, make a change, and everybody else will support you through it. And half of the time, it's not family that supports you, it's strangers that support you.
Right.
So don't take that personal
Or
either.
friends.
Or friends. No, they want discounts.
Right.
They're like, yo, you want to line me up for this?
Right.
It's like, hell nah. I have to pay my overhead. People don't realize this is a job. This is a career.
So basically, what you're saying is that I book good guests. Because that's awesome. That's
Look, he's like, you're giving me my flowers.
Awesome
give him his flowers.
Right.
Give me my flowers while I'm still alive.
You have your moment.
I'm just saying, I'm asking. Now, and I want to touch on that real quick, because a lot of people get upset that I don't automatically just book people. And that's what I think we really want to bring to the table. We want good quality guests that have a story, like you said. Not just here to sell stuff. We're not just here to give. Anybody can give us $25,000 worth of stuff.
Now, let me just tell you real quick. If you're one of these businesses that wants to get promoted and you don't have a story, I'm cool with that.
Correct.
Go over to Walmart, buy about five $25 gift cards, and I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
Go to Walmart, buy $25 Visa gift cards, buy 5 of them, put them in an envelope.
Yeah.
send them over to the radio station. I'll give you the address if you need or whatever. Hit me up and say I'm in, and I'll give your business the plug for those prizes. We're new. We're just getting up.
We have
now,
advertising,
one day
too.
that's going to cost you.
Yeah.
Like one day that's going to cost you. I'm not going to do it for free.
Exactly.
Correct.
But you get in the beginning when I'm trying to come up, just trying to get 1,000 listeners a day. When I'm on my way and I get 10,000 a day, just so everyone knows it's going to change the game a little bit. All right, it ain't going to be free. So get in while you can fit in.
And I'm probably
all
going to be
right?
fired at that point.
Huh?
Once you can hire a good co-host.
Right. The second I
Giddy
can,
and
man.
somebody else.
I'm gonna put you in another room. That's what I'm gonna build. I'm gonna build a separate studio just for your ass to sit down. I'll be like, no, he's still on the show. He's in that little glass box over there.
Say hi to him.
All right. He eats too many
Put a
burritos,
glass
and then being in
window.
the main
Little
room
does he
causing
know
me
is
a
there's
problem.
no sound that comes out of it.
Just act like the microphone's plugged and he's just talking.
Well, rarely do we. I mean, I've just basically cut out half the show, so it doesn't really matter. But you've been a great guest.
Yeah.
I
I
want to thank you for
appreciate
being
it.
on with me, man.
Thank you. I appreciate
real.
y'all for having me.
So and tomorrow we'll be giving away her $100 gift card,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
Yes.
tomorrow with so real quick, I want to touch base
Tell
on
everybody about what's coming up tomorrow.
tomorrow we have
tomorrow on the show.
Detroit Pizza. I can't wait. I'm so excited about Detroit Pizza coming out. We're giving away a $100 gift certificate for Shmoney Curl. Wednesday, RL Tape. He owns a couple of businesses in the city. We got a $200, $50 gift card to Kate's Cuts.
You're getting way too far ahead.
Oh,
you
I'm trying to
you
get-
have to just give them the next day.
Oh.
If you give them more than that, they won't remember it. And by they, I mean all the listeners. All right, I've been
Everybody.
doing this
Just
long
tomorrow,
enough.
Carlos.
You give them an exact moment.
Look at his mouth drops. He's
Right.
just so hype about
Right,
this.
Right. They're not
I'm
going to
so
remember
happy
it.
about the
I'll
quality
let
of the
you
guests
hype
that
it
your
up
show
every.
has.
I'll let you hype up the next day, every day at the end of the show. All right.
Okay, cool.
All right. All right. So
Well, whatever, I
what's
guess.
tomorrow again?
Whatever. I guess Detroit Pizza's
What-
going to be here or whatever.
Right.
I don't care.
No. I want you to hype it.
No, seriously. Detroit Pizza's going to be here. We're going to do some cool activities with him where he's going to bring in some food for us to try. We're not going to know what it is.
Right,
wow.
because
Yeah.
tomorrow is Try It Tuesday. It's
Try It
something that we
Tuesday.
feature. We definitely like to feature local restaurants.
Yeah.
And if you're a local restaurant, you want to be featured on Try It Tuesday.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm going to bring back I'm going to start a little game here called Yum or Yuck, and we'll try different snacks that I'm going to bring in, or different foods that I'm going to bring in that you guys have
Ooh,
never
that's
tried.
fun.
And we're going to try
like
them. We're
that.
all going to find out whether or not they're Yum or Yuck, and we'll do that tomorrow on the show for Try It Tuesday.
Yeah.
Should be
Cool.
awesome. So.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. So please tune in for that. And that's all I got, guys. I'm getting ready to get on out of here today. You guys have a blessed day. Remember when
Thank
that
you,
repo man
Nakisha.
comes. Yeah,
Thank
right,
you.
right,
Thank you
right.
for
Thank
having
you.
me. Make
Any
sure
last
you
minute
follow
thoughts
me.
before we go? Before I wrap it up? Come on. Nothing. You don't have to.
Yes, I just want to thank you for choosing me for booking your guests.
Man,
I'm
again.
so glad that you have quality guests.
know,
Everyone
look,
have a
so
blessed
amazing.
Monday.
Right. Thank you.
Yes.
God, the self-gratifying
Set your week
over
up
here.
Wonderfully.
All right. Hey, remember one thing real quick. When that repo man comes for the car, don't forget to save the radio.